This is Diane Rowden, Hernando County Commissioner with Awesome Hernando County. And I'm sitting here today with Chuck Greenwell. And Chuck lives out on Hernando Beach, he and his wife Diane. And we've been seeing what a beautiful sunset we had here on Hernando Beach. And what I'd like Chuck you can talk about is the beauty of Hernando Beach and what Hernando County has here.
Well, Hernando Beach, to us, my wife and I, Diane Greenwell, is one of the most special places in the world. I mean, it's the kind of place you come to and you feel like you were sent here by some divine guidance, truly. We're from Louisville, Kentucky, and Huntington, West Virginia, respectfully. I have to give my wife credit for finding Hernando Beach. It wasn't easy to find Hernando Beach. When I got ready for retirement and we started looking to Florida, we had a place in St. George Island that I had had for a number of years as a vacation home. We did not feel that was the place that we wanted to live permanently. We were looking for a permanent place. We started in Venice, Florida, of all places, because I've got a high school friend, one of my closest friends in the world, lives in Venice. So we went there and started looking, and it's a beautiful area. To find property on the water, as we were looking for, frankly, was out of our reach. So we kept moving north, Tampa and St. Pete, and then we looked at Newport Richey. And Port Richey, we found a lovely place on it's Miller Bayou, yes. And Diane found Hernando Beach online and the home that we ultimately got.
Well, it's beautiful, but I have to tell you, I think all of Hernando Beach is beautiful. And what I really like the most, I think, about Hernando Beach is the people that are here. And I'm sure that you met many people that live in Hernando Beach and have homes here, and maybe you can tell us how you felt welcomed or you didn't feel welcomed here on Hernando Beach.
Well, we established, I would say right now, we have more friends on Hernando Beach than we had in Louisville, Kentucky.
And Louisville's a lot bigger than Hernando Beach.
It's much bigger, but we were in a very demanding profession where everybody was pretty competitive, and we had good friends, but we didn't have as many friends as we have here.
Well, that's great. And, you know, I'm born and raised in Florida. And when we decided to move up to Hernando County, we came here a few times and to take a look at the area. And we saw the sign Hernando Beach. And I'm sure that you probably felt the same way. You come out here and where's the beach, right? So, but that's what's so unique about Hernando Beach, because we have the grasses out there, and we know what it does for our fish. I guess that's the nursery is out there, and I mean, it's so unique what we have. And you look out and you've got the preserve, you've got the fishermen, you've got people on kayaks. So, you know, tell us a little bit about that, Chuck. Do you go out on a kayak?
Well, quite frankly, that's all we've got in the way of a boat. Diane and I have kayaks, and we love to do that. And it is an absolutely beautiful place to do that. We've been down the Weeki Wachee River, as I'm sure most people in Hernando County have done. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous trip. We have a preserve here close by that you can spend a day in, going through the various water routes within the preserve. And so we've loved that. And so far we've been fortunate. When we needed to go on a boat, we've always got a friend with a boat.
Well, that's good. That's much easier that way. So, well, I know that Hernando County, and we've changed the name to the Adventure Coast, and I think that that pretty well describes our entire county. But you know, you can go from one end of our county to the other end, and you can have a different adventure. You can be riding your four-wheelers in Ridge Manor, you can be kayaking, you can be horseback riding, and in Hernando Beach you have an opportunity with, again, you've got the Weeki Wachee River, you can go on with your kayaks, which are right around the corner, and you've got the boating, and people go out to the islands. Have you been out on the in a boat out to the different little islands that they have?
Yes, we've been out. From where we live, we're able to actually see all the boats go out to the flats on busy weekends, and we've been out there. We enjoy that. One of the things that Diane and I have especially enjoyed is right on the east side of Shoreline. We have lakes, walking trails, biking trails. These are, I think, you know, they're like quarries, and but they're just absolutely pristine, and so we're blessed to have that too.
Well, we have 6,000 acres out there, and just to give you a little bit of history, and when I was on the commission, and there was a time when they were going to develop that entire 6,000 acres with homes, and there was some conservationists that came in and started talking to Southwest Florida Water Management, SwiftMud, and basically got them to come in and buy that property. So I think that by having those 6,000 acres in there preserved forever is such a wonderful thing for Hernando Beach, because you don't see that in other areas that have beachfront property like you have here.
I agree completely. We are situated where we have all of the amenities that we need in terms of shopping centers, department stores, home supply stores. We have local arts and culture, which we appreciate. Plus, Tampa is close enough that you can get world-class entertainment and arts there. It's the spot that we want to live the rest of our lives in.
And we have wonderful restaurants out here on Hernando Beach.
I have to say, the first night Diane and I came to Hernando Beach, we stopped at Brian's Restaurant.
Brian's Place.
Brian's Place, right. And it knocked our socks off, because out here in Hernando Beach, which a lot of us look at and say it's a paradise laid back, we have a very classy cloth tabletop restaurant that the food can't be beat anywhere. That's a big contrast from a lot of the Florida communities, as I mentioned before. St. George Island, we had some good restaurants, but they were all very touristy, laid-back places, and there was not a classy place like Brian's. There's another place I'd like to mention that we found to be just one of the more charming places to meet people and make friends, and we call it the Cheers of Hernando Beach, and the owner wouldn't appreciate that because it's a waterfront pub, and we go there very frequently. It's a great place to meet people. We have another restaurant that is newer, was Zigzag Scallops. It's situated on the water. It's near the shrimp boat community, and you have the charm and the beauty of the shrimping industry here. Again, referring back to St. George, we used to travel miles to get to see the shrimp boats.
And then you have our beach if you want comedy hours and dinner. I mean, you've got such a variety out here that it's great. I go to our beach, and you go to the comedy hour, and it's it's just amazing what you can. And what I find amazing is it's so easy sometimes to complain about what you don't have. But when you look at what you do have in comparison to what other communities have, and we have, again, a community that people want to work together and they want to, make changes for the betterment of all. And I think that that's what we're finding in Hernando County is that, it's not us against them, it's all of us. We're for, the betterment of our entire community. And I think it's great out here on Hernando Beach, and I feel the spirit of people just wanting to make a difference. And I appreciate, Chuck, you and Diane for coming here and sharing what your knowledge is and trying to make some changes that will help everybody.
Let me make just a comment about our beach, because that is another wonderful spot out here. And as you've pointed out, they bring in a lot of entertainment for our community. And Fred,
Fred's
one of the
a
owners
character.
there, he is a true character, and he is such a welcoming person. Again, when we first came here and he learned who we were, he made a special point of introducing us. And two of our first and best friends here on Hernando Beach, we were introduced to at our beach by Fred. We love him.
And that's great. That's great. I mean, again, it's the community spirit, and I think you find that in every different business or restaurant that you go here. And I just encourage people in Hernando County, where I'm sitting here with Chuck Greenwell, and we're talking about Hernando Beach. But, we encourage everyone in Hernando County to shop Hernando County. It's an awesome place, and come out to Hernando Beach and try some of our restaurants and businesses, and I think you'll be really surprised.
Well, and I want to put in a plug for another restaurant. I'm trying to keep all of these places in mind and what their uniqueness is. We have a restaurant called The Cove. That, again, is a very, very high-class place to go here in Hernando Beach. My personal favorite there is they make a pork chop. Actually, you get two big pork chops, and it's got a special glaze on it, and it is just fantastic. And on weekends, they have an outdoor area where local bands will come, or people from local bands will come and get together, and they have jam sessions. I've been there when there's been four drummers going, because they just show up to play. And we stay there all afternoon. I think it's a Sunday afternoon that happens, and it happens regularly. These guys are totally unselfish. They're not paid. I don't think they're paid at all. They just walk up and plug in their
well, they're
equipment and
paid
start
by
playing.
the joy in people's faces. And
Right.
I think that's how musicians really, get their pay in a lot of ways, is that their music is their love.
And we encourage everybody in Hernando County that's a musician to come out and jam.
Come out here. So,
exactly.
Well, I appreciate the time that we've had talking about Hernando Beach, and I'm sure that we're going to come back and talk about it again, because this is awesome, Hernando County. And thank you, Chuck. And would you like to say anything else?
Well, I would. I want the whole county to realize that what we've been talking about here as far as Hernando Beach, it belongs to them as well. The beauty we have here, we like to refer to it as the gateway to the Gulf, because if you have recreational boating interest and fishing interest, this is the place to come. And with the restaurants that we've talked about, the charm that they provide our community is for everybody in Hernando County to share. Bring your families, bring your guests, and if you run across a tourist that doesn't know where to go, send them to Hernando Beach.
And bring people who want to buy property that's available also.
Exactly. We have got In fact, there's a lot of building going on here now, and there's a lot of vacant lots, especially down in the south Hernando Beach area, on beautiful canals, freshwater canals down there that are to be developed, and we have a lot of buildings going up now. And the thing that I like about Hernando Beach, it's getting bigger, it's getting better, and it's getting smarter every year.
There you go.
And right now is a very exciting time. In fact, my wife and I speak of it. We say this is going to be a historic year out here.
It's
it
paradise.
really will be, because people are uniting like never before. You mentioned the people earlier. You can sit down and have lunch with people you've never met before here in Hernando Beach, and you would be amazed at the talent, the background, the professional expertise that they have, and they never are trying to prove anything to anybody. It is a wonderful, comforting place to retire, or for young people, and we want to have young people out here to come and start their careers and live their life through, and you can't go anywhere and find a better place.
Well, you can't go wrong in Hernando County, Hernando Beach. Awesome, Hernando County. Thank you.
Thank you.